Hey guys, Josh back with another update. Huge updates coming from major search engines and ad platforms. So stay tuned. We're going to dive into it today and see what's going on. All right, so there has been some enormous news this past couple weeks, actually, probably more like the past week or two, about different privacy things that Apple and Google are going to be implementing. And what does that mean for your business? Because let's face it, pay-per-click and Facebook ads, the main reason they work is because of the ability to retarget somebody. We all know this happens, right? When you speak into your phone and you talk about something you've never talked about before, all of a sudden you find an ad on Facebook. That type of thing, that type of ads is most likely going to be going away with this update. And I shouldn't say that for everybody, but for people that use Apple devices, essentially what they are updating, this is Apple Update 14.5. So if you can look right up here, just so you have the information, you can do some research on this, especially if you pay an ads company or you run ads for yourself or you have someone internally that runs ads. You need to understand what this stuff is and what it's going to do, because this is going to change the way ads are ran for the foreseeable future. So this is not a small update. Please pay attention. Okay, trying to help you guys out here. So what happens is now on Apple, you are going to be able to opt out, if you have an Apple device, opt out of apps being able to understand your third-party code and where you go once you leave that app. So that way they can collect data on you and target you with ads. So, and I think this has already happened for Facebook, according to a couple people I've talked to. They've already kind of changed their strategy. Now they're running separate ads for Apple devices, separate ads for Android devices. And this is only going to continue. Now, what that means for you is either A, if you run ads yourself, you're going to have to stay on top of this stuff. Okay, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of research and stuff to do, but you're going to have to stay on top of this stuff. B, if you have an ads company, it's going to be more important than ever that you understand your numbers. We'll do a deeper dive in your numbers and how to understand what those mean later. But the other big update, let me find it here. So almost since the dawn of time, at least as far as Google and search engines and stuff like that are concerned, cookies have been available and around. And if you've ever had problems with your browser, sometimes people will tell you go clear your cache, clear your cookies, because what that happens is your preferences on Google Chrome, if you use Google Chrome, they get stored, and those preferences help make your search history and all of the things you do on the web easier, because the Chrome kind of learns from that and understands your behavior. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like that, which is totally fine. But what happens is now they're not going to be, as of I think of 2022, from what I understood from the updates that I've seen, they're no longer going to be supporting that third-party data. And if for some reason, if that's not completely accurate, let me know. I'm still trying to catch up on this stuff. But this is a huge update, because now this is going to affect Google Ads and understanding your search history. Google Ads has already made it a little bit more difficult because they're starting to restrict some of the information that ad companies are able to find. So all of this being said, there's a lot going on. You can really go down a rabbit hole trying to understand all this stuff. What does it mean for you and your company's marketing going forward? So what you need to do is you need to collect your own data, okay? And what do I mean by this? It means every single service call, you need to get a cell phone number, which most people will give you anyways, and you need to get an email address, okay? And you need to use those things to retarget your own customers, whether that's through paying someone like myself to do email marketing for you, or that is learning how to do it yourself. But you need to retarget your own customers. And then you need to prompt your own customers to give you referrals and help you grow your business. Because if you're not doing those things, the smart marketers or the smart companies that hire marketers are going to pass you up, because just running ads and giving Google money, oh, turn the switch on, money flows from the faucet, everybody's happy. I don't know. Nobody knows if that's going to continue. This is going to be this is probably one of the biggest updates in a long time for marketers and for companies that rely on pay-per-click and Facebook ads as much as some of the companies in the trades do. So this is something you definitely want to pay attention to. My guess is there's going to be quite a few questions about that. Drop your questions below or reach out to me. I'll put my contact information below. I will also put some links below so that way you can understand and maybe do a little bit of light reading to understand this stuff. If there's something you don't understand, reach out to me. If I don't know, I know some really smart people who do, so I will pass along their information so you can understand what this all means for you. As always, continue to stay relentless, and let's keep growing together. Have a great day, everyone.